Hello, and welcome back to the Cozy English Podcast. I'm your host, Avery.
And I'm Melody. It's so lovely to be here with you all today. Hello, Avery. How are you?
Hi, Melody. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm feeling very relaxed today. How about you?
I'm wonderful, thanks. I was just thinking about food. I went to a new cafe yesterday, and it was such a nice experience.
Oh, really? That sounds lovely. I also visited a restaurant recently, a small Italian place near my home. The pasta was amazing.
I love Italian food. And that experience, being in a restaurant, it made me think about our listeners.
I was thinking the same thing. Going to a restaurant is fun, but ordering food in a new language can feel a little scary sometimes.
I agree. You might worry about making a mistake or not understanding the waiter.
Exactly. So we thought for today's episode of the Cozy English Podcast, we would help our wonderful listeners with that exact situation.
That's right. Today, our topic is ordering food at a restaurant. We're going to guide you through the whole process, step by step, to make it feel easy and not at all scary.
We will act out a realistic restaurant conversation. We'll start from the moment you walk in the door, all the way to when you pay and leave. We'll use simple, clear, and very polite English phrases that you can use in any restaurant.
hmm And we will go slowly and repeat the important phrases so you have time to listen and understand.
And before we begin our journey to this imaginary restaurant, we have a small request. If you enjoy our podcast, please take a moment to subscribe.
Yes, and if you know someone who is also learning English, please share this episode with them. It helps our podcast reach more people who might find it useful.
We would really appreciate that. Okay, Melody, are you ready? Shall we go to our cozy imaginary restaurant for today?
I'm ready, and I'm suddenly feeling a little hungry. Let's begin.
All right, so let's set the scene. Imagine you are walking into a nice, quiet restaurant. For this conversation, I will be the customer, the person eating the food.
And I will be the waitress, the person who works at the restaurant and serves the food.
Perfect. So, the first step is arriving and asking for a table. Let's listen.
Hello, welcome to the Cozy Kitchen. How can I help you?
Hello, a table for one, please.
Of course, right this way, please.
Okay, let's pause right there. That was the first interaction. It was very simple, wasn't it?
Very simple. Avery, you said, a table for one, please. That is the perfect, easy phrase to use.
Right. If you are alone, you say a table for one. If you are with another person, you say,
A table for two, please.
exactly. And for a group of three people,
A table for three, please. It's a very easy pattern.
it is. And the most important word at the end is please. Adding please makes your request polite and friendly.
I agree. Politeness is always a good idea. So let's practice that one more time. Imagine you were with three friends. You would walk in and say,
Hello, a table for four, please.
Perfect. Simple and clear. Now that the customer is at the table, what happens next?
Well, usually the waiter or waitress will bring a menu and ask if you want something to drink. Let's continue our role play.
Here is your table by the window. Please have a seat.
Thank you. This is a lovely spot.
I'm glad you like it. Here is the menu. Can I get you something to drink while you look it over?
Yes, please. Could I just have a glass of water, please?
Certainly. I'll be right back with your water. Okay, another great section. The waitress, me, gave Avery the menu. The menu is the list of all the food and drinks available.
And then she asked, Can I get you something to drink? This is a very common question at the start.
It is. It gives you a moment to settle in and decide on your food. Now, your answer, Avery, was very polite. You said, Could I just have a glass of water, please?
Yes, using could I have is a wonderful, soft way to ask for something. It's more polite than saying, I want a glass of water.
Exactly. I want can sound a little demanding or rude, but could I have or can I have are perfect.
Let's think of another example. What if you wanted a lemonade, Melody? How would you ask for it politely?
I could say, "Can I have a lemonade, please?" Or, "I would like a lemonade, please."
I would like is another excellent choice. It's also very polite. So we have three great options. Could I have, can I have, and I would like.
And always remember to add that magic word, please.
Of course. So now I have my water and I am looking at the menu. What happens next is very important. Sometimes you might feel confused by the menu or you just can't decide.
Right, it's perfectly okay to ask for help or a suggestion. The staff at the restaurant are usually happy to help you choose.
Let's listen to how I do that in our role play. The waitress is coming back to the table.
Here is your water. Have you had a chance to look at the menu? Are you ready to order?
I've been looking, but everything on the menu looks so good. I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I understand. Well, our chicken salad is very popular today. It's very fresh and light. The chef's special is the salmon with roasted vegetables, which is also delicious.
The chicken salad sounds nice. Could you tell me more about it? What is in the chicken salad?
Of course, it comes with grilled chicken, fresh lettuce, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and our special house dressing. It's a lemon vinaigrette.
Okay, this part is so useful. The question I asked, what do you recommend, is a fantastic tool for any learner.
It really is. Recommend means to suggest something good. So you're asking the waitress for her suggestion. She knows the food best, so it's a great way to discover something wonderful.
And then, after she recommended the chicken salad, I wanted to know more. So I asked, what is in the chicken salad?
This is a very important question, especially if you have allergies or if there are certain foods you don't like.
Right. You can also ask other specific questions. For example, you could ask, is it spicy? If you don't like spicy food.
That's a good one. Or if you are looking at a fish dish, you could ask, does it come with rice or potatoes?
Does it come with is another very useful phrase pattern. It helps you understand the whole meal. So don't be afraid to ask questions. It is completely normal.
Absolutely. So now Avery knows what is in the salad. He has all the information he needs to make a decision. Let's hear what he decides to do.
Okay, that sounds perfect. I'll have the chicken salad, please.
An excellent choice. Would you like anything else? Perhaps some bread with your salad?
No, that's all for now. Thank you.
Very good. Your salad will be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes. And now the order is placed. Avery, you used a great phrase to order your food. You said, "I'll have the chicken salad, please."
Yes, I'll have is a contraction, a short form of I will have. This is probably the most common and natural way to order food in English.
It is. It's simple, direct, and polite, especially when you add please at the end. Can you give us another example, Avery?
Sure. If I wanted to order a pizza, I would say, I'll have the margarita pizza, please.
Perfect. And remember earlier, we also talked about using I would like? That's also a wonderful way to order. I would like the margarita pizza, please. Both are great.
They are. So let's repeat those two main phrases for ordering. I'll have and I would like.
Then I, as the waitress, asked, would you like anything else? This is to check if you are finished ordering.
And my answer was, no, that's all for now. Thank you. A simple and clear way to say you don't need anything else at this moment.
Exactly. For now is a nice touch because maybe you will want dessert later.
That's a good point. So now we wait for the food to arrive. This part is easy. You just relax, talk to your friends, or enjoy the atmosphere.
And then the food comes. Let's see what happens during the meal. Here is your beautiful chicken salad. Enjoy your meal.
Oh, it looks delicious. Thank you very much.
How is everything tasting for you?
It's wonderful, thank you. The chicken is cooked perfectly. The food is great.
I'm so glad to hear that. Can I get you anything else? Perhaps another drink or dessert?
Oh, I'm quite full from the salad, thank you. No dessert for me. But I would love a coffee, please.
Of course. One coffee coming right up.
Okay, there were several nice interactions there. First, when the food arrives, it's always polite to say a simple, thank you.
Yes, and the waitress will often say, "Enjoy your meal." It's a friendly wish for you to have a good dining experience.
Right. Then a little later, the waitress came back to check on me. She asked, "How was everything tasting?"
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they might ask, "How is everything?" or "Is everything okay?" This is very common, especially in restaurants in the United States and Canada. They want to make sure you are happy.
And if you are happy, it's lovely to say so. I said, "It's wonderful, thank you, and the food is great." A small compliment can make someone's day.
I completely agree. Then I offered dessert. Avery said he was full. The phrase he used was, "I'm quite full."
Right. I'm full means you have eaten enough food and you cannot eat any more. Quite full just makes it a little softer. It's a polite way to say no to more food.
It is. But he did want a coffee, so he ordered that politely using, "I would love a coffee, please." See how these useful phrases keep coming back?
Yes, you can use I would like, I'll have, or could I have for anything, from drinks to main courses to dessert and coffee.
Okay, so now the meal is finished. Avery has enjoyed his salad and his coffee. There is only one thing left to do.
That's right, it's time to pay the bill. This can sometimes feel awkward if you don't know the right phrase, but it's very simple. Let's listen. Excuse me,
Yes, how can I help you?
the meal was absolutely lovely, thank you. Could I have the check, please?
Of course. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I will bring it right over. Here is your check. You can take your time. Pay whenever you are ready.
Thank you. Thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank you for coming. Have a great day. Goodbye.
You too. Goodbye. And that is the final step. First, to get the waitress's attention, I said a simple, "Excuse me." This is a polite way to interrupt someone who is busy.
Yes, it's much better to shout, "Hey," or wave your hands wildly. A quiet "excuse me" and maybe a small lift of your hand is perfect.
Then came the important question. Could I have the check, please?
This is the key phrase. Now, in American English, the piece of paper with the total cost is usually called the check.
That's right. And in British English, it's more common to call it the bill. So you might hear someone say, "Could we have the bill, please?"
That's a very helpful tip. But don't worry too much because both check and bill are understood in almost all English-speaking countries.
Exactly. So one more time, let's practice. In America, you would say,
Could we get the check, please?
and in the UK, you might say,
Can we have the bill, please?
wonderful. And then at the very end, as you are leaving, it's always nice to say thank you one last time and goodbye.
Yes, leaving on a positive, friendly note is the perfect end to a lovely meal.
You know, Melody, our roleplay covered a perfect, smooth experience, but sometimes things aren't so perfect. And also, we started our journey when I walked into the restaurant, but often the process begins even before that.
That's an excellent point, Avery. We did imagine a very smooth and easy dinner, but real life can have little bumps in the road. And you are so right. Making a reservation is a very common first step, especially for popular restaurants or on busy nights like a Friday or Saturday.
And there you have it, a complete step-by-step guide to ordering food at a restaurant in English. We hope our little roleplay was helpful.
Exactly. So before we talk about problems, let's go back in time a little. Let's talk about how to book a table. This is usually done over the phone. Shall we do another quick role play for our listeners?
We hope so too. Let's do a very quick recap of the most important expressions from our conversation today.
I think that's a fantastic idea. This time, I'll be the person working at the restaurant and you can be the customer calling to make a reservation. I'll be Melody's Bistro.
Great idea. When you first arrive at the restaurant, you can say, "A table for two, please." Sounds great. Okay, I'm picking up my phone. Here we go.
When you want to order your food or drinks, you can say, "Could I have the soup, please?" Or, "I'll have the pasta, please."
If you are not sure what to get and you need a suggestion, you can ask, "What do you recommend?"
And finally, when your meal is finished and you are ready to pay, you say, "Could we get the check, please?"
We really hope that hearing these phrases in a conversation helps you feel more relaxed and confident for your next restaurant visit.
Yes, and remember, practice is the best way to learn. We have an idea for you. In the comments section for this episode, why not try to write your own short restaurant dialogue? You can be the customer or the waiter.
That is a brilliant idea, Melody. We would absolutely love to read your practice conversations.
And if you found this episode helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to the Cozy English podcast. You can also listen to our other episodes where we talk about many other interesting topics in slow, clear English.
Thank you so much for joining us and spending your time with us today. It was a real pleasure.
It certainly was. Until next time, take care and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.